Hey, I'm joined by Kelly Shaw here this morning, who is an expert on Social Security and also an author of a book on Social Security benefits. And Kelly, we just were talking about this off the top of the show here. Most folks are familiar with the fact that they can start withdrawing at a certain age. Beyond that, it's a mystery and it's a puzzle, and it can cost them thousands and thousands of dollars if they choose poorly.
Well, actually, Mark, it can cost them hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Wow.
So it's not just thousands.
Yeah.
It could be thousands a month, actually, if they know what they're doing.
So I guess it's the same kind of decision that you make whether you take the cash option or the annuity on a lottery ticket sometimes. I mean, there's this calculation, but you're not sure. Do I want to get as much as I can up front? Or do I want to make sure that I get the most over time?
Yeah, you know, most people don't know that there are what are called different claiming strategies. Basically, there's about a dozen. Most people that we see typically are able to utilize one or two. But if they do it correctly, it could add $2,000 to $3,000 a month in some cases over your lifetime, up to $500,000. We've seen a couple lately.
So how do you begin? What's the first question that you ask if you're even getting close? And I imagine that the idea is that you maybe ask these questions the earlier the better before you even get close to that age. But
yeah, we typically recommend starting about 5 years before you're getting ready to retire, so we can kind of put a plan together that makes sense with your current financial plan. Number one is, you know, longevity. Most people underestimate the longevity. Most people think they're going to pass away at around 77, 78. But, you know, studies show that an average couple, 65 years old, one of them has over a 50% probability of living to be 90.
Well, my dad's 80 right now and seems to be doing fine. My mom, my stepdad, both 77, doing great, still working.
Right.
They haven't even retired yet. Now, my biological father has. My stepdad, my mom, they're still working.
Yeah, I'm 60 and I have no intention of retiring for 10 years. And I'm not taking my Social Security until 70, but I am using a different claiming strategy when I turn 66. That should pocket me a pretty good, healthy amount of money for a few years.
Okay, now you wrote the book, How to Make $100,000 a Year on Social Security.
Right.
$100,000 a year on Social Security?
Yeah, you know,
when I get the little statement right now that says how much I get a month, that's not it.
No. In fact, if you go to the Social Security office, they're actually told not to give you information on different claiming strategies. At the day you go in, they're just going to give you whatever you qualify for that day, and that could be the absolute wrong thing. So if they go to Fox Business or they go to our website, they can get a copy of that article we wrote on how to make $100,000. We're going to cover that in our workshop, as well as about 4 or 5 other claiming strategies. In fact, a possible option where you could get a check for up to $62,000 to $84,000 lump sum from Social Security if you know how to use your claiming strategies properly, which could come in very, very handy somewhere down the road.
So this has to do with, and again, we're just going to tease people a little bit now with kind of the broad strokes and the basics. Then you want them to come to the seminar to actually get the full information. But this has to do with, especially with a husband and wife of substantially different ages, deciding which times to claim and what to claim individually. They have to work this out together in order to get the right strategy going.
Yeah. Husband and wives have so many options available to them. You know, the husband could actually take a benefit off the wife if they utilize that benefit properly and let the wife's benefit grow and let his benefit grow and then turn the benefits on when they're 70. And probably we deal with a lot of bloomer couples that when they're 70 years old, between the two of them, they're going to be getting around $84,000 to $87,000 a year, which covers a majority of their retirement expenses. And most people don't realize that that type of money is really available through Social Security.
And that's equivalent to how much in like a 401k account?
You know, they tell us as financial advisors that the only safe amount of money you can take out of a 401k or a retirement account to guarantee you'll have enough money to live for 30 years in retirement, and that's only 30 years, is 4%. So imagine this, if you had a $2 million portfolio, it's only going to kick off safely 4% a year, which is about $80,000, and if you're going to index that for inflation, and that's really important to understand, is that Social Security is indexed for inflation. In the 80s, we saw 12, 14, 13% increases year to year on Social Security payments. Okay,
so folks, again, I hope that's just piqued your interest here. It gives you an idea that there's some strategies out there that are really valuable. The workshops are when and where?
There are 2 workshops in Mission Valley here at the Sheraton on the 12th and the 19th, and up at Rancho Bernardo on the 26th. And I can't tell you the name of the hotel, but go to our website or call our office and we'll give you the directions.
Got it right there on the screen right now because you sent us all the information ahead of time. So it's at the Radisson Hotel. Beautiful. Folks, check it out. Check the website out. Go see Kelly Shaw and get those strategies and retire comfortably rather than with a lot of anxiety.
Right. Have a stress-free retirement.
That's the whole idea. Okay, for more information, you go to san diego6.com and click on San Diego Living.